Hello. Hello. Connor here. Week 3 of meditation, day 15. Very nice. Smashing it. Awesome. So today, towards the end of last week, we seemed to be struggling a little bit. Well, not struggling, but we're a bit on the lower side of life, I guess. There was a lot going on. We're a bit stressed, a bit, overwhelmed with things we need to get done. And with that, when we meditated, instead of meditating, we began to think about things we need to do rather than, meditating. But this week, we started to grasp meditation once more. We said meditation is meditation time, and we stuck to that today. When thoughts started to drift into the mind, we snapped back into reality, and due to this, we began to meditate again. How good. And we became the experiencer of life and what's around us. It is strange when you experience, because you truly see the world and you can truly do anything in it. You're just looking around, you can see a basket. If you want to pick up that basket, you pick up the basket. It's, free will to a sense. And when you see the world in this fashion, there's a profound sense of compassion. It's like you see the world, you see everything in it, and say you to see another person, you don't want to mess up that other person's day, You want to make them feel good. Or not even make them feel good, you just want them to be happy, I guess. There's like a profound compassion. It's like everyone just wants to be happy. And when you see the world as it is, instead of all the judgments and thoughts which play in your head about people and things and stuff, when you just are there and seeing it without judgment or any of that, you kind of want the best for everyone. And it's a nice realization. Yeah. Well, that's mostly it for today. Focus on breathing and everything. And when you're meditating, try to get better at meditating. Try to stay present for longer. Try and enhance the feeling of presence. Look around and be the experiencer of the world. Sometimes you can get so used to it, or not so used to it. I've been doing it for third week now, so I don't mean you get so used to it, but I mean sometimes you can get used to the present state a little bit, that to the point where you're thinking in the back of your mind, but you're not even picking up on it because you think you're present. I don't know, it's strange, but you need to silence thoughts, and they really do whisper. We've mentioned it before. Thoughts really do whisper. They can be loud and they can be whispers. They can be loud whispers as well. They can be rambling just in the back of your mind while you feel like you're being present, but there's still a ramble going on. And you got to be aware of this. That's building upon meditation and presence. And you got to be aware, and you got to try and shut it out, or at least be the awareness that sees it. Anyway, that's it. Back for day 16 tomorrow. Let's keep going. See ya. Day 16 of meditation. And we went for a walk today. We only got in like half an hour so far. And most of this walk was thinking, all honesty. So it's more of a walk than meditation. But we're going to go through the rest of the day meditating at work and on a date. And I'll tell you about it tomorrow. But something we did discover, well, not discover, something we just more delved into. Little plan. Something we more delved into was that we truly are the bearer of most of our suffering. Pretty much all of it, except like minute, like very very true suffering, that is deep, but there can be a peace underlying it. But what I mean is we are the bearer of most of our suffering, And then there's the ego, and the ego prevents us from disassociating with this suffering. So we suffer, and the ego attaches itself to two things, and this attachment, if we don't achieve something, or something gets in the way, or obstacles, or something prevents this attachment, and this attachment is part of our identity. It's who we see, as how we see ourselves. Then that causes suffering, because we blame stuff for our suffering. And another thing with the ego is the way it prevents us from being at peace, because peace is through disassociation and presence, and letting go of needing things to be a certain way, and just flowing with it and experiencing life as it goes. But if someone's deep in the ego, and you tell them to let go a little bit, a lot of them are going to say, that's just not who I am. And good luck with that, because guess who's saying it? That is the ego saying that, because the true essence of who we are is beneath that. It's under who we identify ourselves to be. So all the best, because if it's the ego saying it, it is the one who we are not, is the one that is telling us who we are. Yeah, it's a bit annoying that way, a bit twisted. But if the ego wants to be the sole identity, and the ego will be the one that tells you that anything outside of it, like letting go of the things we attach and identify with, the ego will not accept that, and it will do anything in its power to keep you attached. And people ingrained in it will become under attack, or their egoic selves will become under attack if you tell them that there's a pathway forward of peace and fulfillment that disassociates with who they feel themselves to be today. It's very strange. I'll try and go into more depth in the future, but it might have been very confusing the way I just put it, if you can wrap your heads around it. Now mine's a twisted thing, but if we can straighten them up, they become very powerful, very pure, and everything can have a foundation of underlying peace to it, no matter where, no matter when, no matter what. Anyway, see you tomorrow. Peppa, stop it! For day 16, as far as I know, I actually forget, but if that's wrong, we will correct it. Yeah. Today we meditated on the lounge upstairs, or not the lounge, but the day beds on the balcony, which is comfortable. A bit too comfortable, because we fell asleep. We fell asleep for a good, at least 20 minutes. Then we woke up, and So, did we meditate while we were sleeping? It is possible. Depends if there was thought there or not. And if we were present in the state of sleep, or if we were wandering, the wandering mind. So, yeah, we don't fully know, but it was still a nice feeling, a refreshing feeling, to meditate for about 20 minutes and then doze off to sleep. Well, today's meditation, there was probably a bit more thinking involved at the start just because of different things and guess not as much sleep as well. When you don't sleep as much, you tends to be more difficult to become present, but we definitely can become present, and the presence, you can look around right now, and right now it feels completely present. It's that state of mind where you can navigate from the presence, and it feels more natural than if you were to navigate based on thought. It doesn't feel more natural because we're so inclined to navigating from thought, but it feels superior from the state of thought. Because you're just navigating just as you navigate. You just are in the moment, navigating out of the moment. You will learn everything in the present moment as it passes before you, and there is no need to control or attach yourself to things. You just flow through life and you're the experiencer. I've mentioned the experiencer before. That is technically us, and it's like watching a movie, except it's like a 5D movie or a 10D movie where we feel and experience everything. But yeah, let go of your grip on life a little bit, and you'll be free. You'll free yourself a little bit. You'll be able to just flow with the events that happen rather than expect things to happen, and when they don't happen, you get all grumpy and about it, you know. Well, we'll leave it at that today. That's the main thing. We'll continue with this quest of discovery tomorrow. We'll attempt not to sleep, even though we got to get up early again, but we will attempt not to sleep. This is our 3rd day sleeping on the job. How bad? We will get better at that. And we'll see you for day 17. Yeah. Hello. This is day 18. Well, yesterday was day 18, but yesterday didn't end too well, so that's why I'm recording it now. It's pretty much had some friends over on the balcony for some drinkies and stuff, just some fun. And I was very present, like sublime presence. Obviously, when you mix alcohol with presence, it probably doesn't work divinely, but alcohol makes you present. It takes you further out of your mind, and that's why people, But yeah, very present with everyone. It was a very good time. Very open to the world, aware. Presence definitely is wonderful, especially. It is wonderful, and it works with, other things such as alcohol. Although in Buddhism, you're meant to stop drinking, as far as I know, which is fine because that's something we'll do in the future as well. But until about 5 o'clock, and then because I hadn't eaten all day, we ended up passing out in the bathroom and waking up at past midnight. So pretty crooked right now, but still feeling present. Presence was awesome because even when we were like fully like sick in the bathroom, we're just like, negative experiences. Now it's kind of like getting rid of past karma. You got to go through the bad times. Usually the small sufferings lead to good times in the future. So that's what we tell ourselves, and then the sufferings become a little bit better. Anyway, Today's day 19. We'll try and get some meditation. Hello. It's day 19. Yes, I was on this morning for 18, so it's the same day. Today we've been crook all day. We've been asleep all day. We have not moved from the couch or the bed or anything. It's been a crook day, and with a crook day comes negative thoughts, which did pass by us for a little bit, but we did attempt to meditate and watched a little Eckhart Tolle video pretty much against overcoming these negative thoughts. And I guess if you're accepting of the negative experience, then negativity kind of diminishes, because you're accepting of the moment just as the moment is. And there's talk of narratives and how we form narratives in our mind, and then we believe that this narrative is, which are like stories we tell ourselves about what's happening, or this person did that, or about yourself, about how your life beats you up, stuff like that. Or narratives. It can be other people as well, narratives. And then we can believe these narratives that we create to be the end all truth, and fall into them that way. And then it's pretty much, we create this story, makes us feel bad, and then we continue to create the story and build upon this narrative. It forms part of who we are. But you need to step back from that, and you need to recognize the presence again and accept the experience in the moment just the way it is. I guess when you accept, then you can become a little bit more at ease, and that's what we're working on. Just accepting the moment for what the moment is, and all the feelings that come along with it, and be the awareness, not the patterns of thought. Anyway, that's us. Thanks for joining. We'll be back to normal tomorrow, hopefully. See ya. Hello. Day 20 of meditation. Today we incorporated some boxing into the meditation. It's a bit different, but we noticed we hadn't been exercising for like 2 weeks since we started meditating. So we're like, okay, let's get some exercise in. So we're meditating for like 5-minute increments, just breathing and presence. Then we'd box, and we'd try and stay in the presence while we're boxing. And it was good. It can definitely work, because it slows down the increments of trying to, when you meditate for an extended period of time, you can definitely lose focus, and a lot easier. In the smaller increments, you're kind of like, okay, 5 minutes of meditating, let's just breathe for the 5 minutes. You still definitely delve off into thought every now and then, but it was good and fun, and got a workout in as well, which was nice. We will sit down again and go full 1 hour meditations, but we'll also incorporate a bit of boxing meditation as well, because 2 birds, 1 stone sort of thing. If you can be present while boxing, then that's kind of the goal. You want to be present while doing activities. Presence is definitely a lot better now. Even when we were having a fun night the other night, it was very present and very blissful. Though there are still hard times. Just because you can become more present doesn't mean life gets easier. There's still going to be tough times, and it becomes easy to manage, but at the same time you have to, if you can fully snap into the present whenever you want, even through tough, stressful times, then that's when you've mastered presence. Well, I don't know what mastering presence is like, because I haven't mastered it. Been doing it for a few weeks, but I'm guessing, like, even through the most stressful periods, if you can be present, then even in the most stressful times, then you have that underlying peace no matter the circumstance. And during a stressful time over the weekend, yes, we were kind of in and out of it, snapping in and out of the presence. So you'd become present, you'd realize the moment, you'd look around, you'd be bliss, you'd be like, yeah, everything's fine, you know. Life is life, it is the way it is. We're privileged to be living it. And then you days off, you wake up and you're stressful thinking, delving into narratives, which is the thoughts which we tell ourselves in our head, which we say are true, which are usually just assumptions. Anyway, so there was all that sort of stuff. But yeah, it'd be nice to just have full mastery over the presence and maintain presence through those stressful times, because there were times where we did well and there were times where we completely failed, and that's life, you know, and we're learning and we're getting better, and with time it will become a lot easier. We just got to keep meditating. Anyway, thanks for joining us. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll make sure we smash in full meditation sessions. Now that we're a bit clearer, got more clarity and planned out what we want to do, so yeah, let's get back into it. Anyway, thank you. See ya for day 21 tomorrow. Hello. Seems blurry for some reason. 1 second. Is that better? Sweet. Well, we did boxing meditation again today. So we put aside 2 hours, and we for one of those hours, we have a 5-minute timer, and we press the timer. We meditate for 5 minutes, hold meditation. Then once it goes off, we repeat the timer, 5 minutes. 5 minutes of working out, and then just keep going back and forth for 2 hours, which results in 1 hour of exercise and 1 hour of meditation, which is good, because the 5 minutes you're doing pure meditation, like you're trying to hold that 5-minute period with full presence or full breathing, or just whatever form of meditation you feel like doing, looking out, you know. And then the boxing or the working out, you're doing the full 5 minutes of exercising, and then your rest period you're doing brain exercise through meditating. So yes, this is the new strategy for a little bit. I won't lie, we did get a little distracted halfway through with some personal things, so yeah, we didn't get the full experience today, but the meditation's certainly there. It's a lot easier to obtain the presence. Now it's just getting used to different dimensions of the presence. And the thing about dimensions too was something that crossed the mind, was maybe thought is like dimensions within thought, because we delve deep into thought, and that's when it's like it embodies our being. We don't even know where we are in reality. It's like if our internal state is infinite as well, if our space is infinite, if our internal is infinite too, then it's like a whole, it's like we've got space inside of us, and there's different dimensions to it, and we can explore it, and there's deep dimensions of thought where we're we're living movies in our head and doing whatever, and then there's more surface level ones which are relating to the reality we live in, and then there's it's just a thought dimensions within us, within thought. That was just a thought. Don't take any of that to be true, because literally was just a thought, and it probably isn't anywhere close to true. But it was a fun thought. Dimensions within our head, within thoughts being different dimensions we travel. And we can go deeper dimensions of thought, which are like deeper thinking, or surface dimensions of thought. That was mostly it today though. So I delved off pretty hard there. But we'll be back tomorrow for more meditation. We will do the straight 1 hour sessions again, because you do tend to pick up more, but the quick little 5 minute, it helps to try and hold that presence for the whole 5 minutes and just increase that amount of time you can actually hold it. It certainly is possible. It is difficult, but possible. You just really got to click into gear, You can't tell yourself, it's hard. You can't tell yourself you're not going to be able to hold this presence. You can't tell yourself, come on, you have to hold this presence. It's still thinking. That's thinking. It's like a zone. It's like a zone you got to get into. Presence, no thought, and it's difficult to do. But when you're in it, and that's the problem. When you know that you're in it, then you start to think about, hey, I'm in it, and then it's gone. Anyway, see ya. Take care. Hello, Connor here. So 22nd day of meditation, so it's a bit late in the day. So 3 weeks of meditation so far has been fun. There's good days and bad days. Today the main learning, or recently over the past weeks, as you've probably seen in the videos, and different days we're up and down. We're still falling into good days and bad days and everything. So meditation, just because you do it, won't always sort that out straight away. With time, yes, you'll be able to be present in more moments, which is awesome. But meditation has certainly helped get through a tough period. Compassion for people and those around you, it really helps. And from the present moment, when you have that, when you hold that compassion for someone, or when you truly see them for where they are in front of you, and for the being that they are, and like the life we all live, and accept them purely for who they are, I feel like other people feel that as well, and you can truly, it's kind of like unconditional acceptance, which is how to love people, I guess. You just got to accept them for who they are, everything that they are, and for where they are now. The good and the bad. There is no real good and bad, it's just people are people. So yeah, compassion is the main one. Presence forms compassion, because the present, you don't wish any harm on anyone. You want everyone to be okay, because what wants us to cause the harm, that would be our ego, that would be our thoughts, our resentful thoughts. And guess what? When you don't have any resentful thoughts, then you don't wish resentment or harmful things upon others. how good. Thursday tomorrow. Today was a public holiday. We did a little bit of meditation. Tomorrow we're going to do the full hour. And we'll record straight after that full hour. So we'll probably be off with the fairies again, as usual. But this is just wrapping up the 3rd week of meditation. We've got 1 more week to go till we've hit the month mark, which we're pretty excited for. And then we'll discuss, what we've felt. And we're not just going to stop there, we're going to keep going. And yeah, we'll just keep going and see what happens over time. Because, this week has been a bit slacker on the meditation. We have been doing it. But yeah, there's been a lot of life getting in the way as well, which should not be an excuse, because this is what these videos are about, and this is meditation. Being able to cut out time in the day for meditation is part of what we're trying to ingrain into our lives, because it allows you to experience true reality instead of always just delving off into thought. The sleeping awake they always talk about. Anyway, week 3, day 22. We will see you next week. I'm sure next week we're going to be quite enlightened. I'm sure of it. Because next week we're really going to knuckle down and place an emphasis on being present and staying with the moment. We're a lot better at it now, but we're still trash at it as well. So yeah, next week we got this. But there's improvement. Just keep working at it and you'll get better. See ya.